Hey, what up, everybody? My name is Kenny Thomas, and we are 2.5 real niggas, and this is the 360 edition, so 2.5, 360. I'm your boy Kenny Thomas, and we got my boy Weezy the P in the building. You dig? We also have, can I get it, nigga? Can I get it? Man, we still working on our 360, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Hey, that was due to that 420 earlier, my bad.
We'll give you a lot of numbers, guys. But we're just real niggas talking about real shit. We got one of the dopest artists in Fresno, hip hop artist. He goes by Pizza Halo. Talk to him, Pizza.
What's up, nigga? Talk some shit. No, I'm joking. Nah, it's good, man. Chilling with my niggas. Yeah, I mean, KC, P, my nigga B-Nut, we in here, man.
Right. We'll be asking Pizza a couple questions about his new album coming out. It's dope. I mean, I heard the track today, and it's so flavored. He's so ahead of his time. He's so ahead of Fresno, and we're happy to have him. But we also have another 3.5 real nigga. I'm sorry, 2.5 real nigga. He goes by the name of Byron Campbell. You already know what it is.
I'm kind of working the camera, wearing a couple different hats, even though I ain't got none on today because I ball so hard. Okay, they don't even understand that, but you will later on when we get to talk about our music segment coming up. Right now, there's no, I'm the cameraman. I'm also one of the 2.5 original 360 niggas in this bitch. Holla back.
Yeah. We are actually, it's tough because, you know, 3.5 real niggas, we gonna do some real nigga shit. We ain't got no money for no goddamn cameraman. Right? we do what we do, man.
But we got a camera.
But we got a goddamn camera. Start them off, Weezy. What we talking about today, man?
Man, well, we're gonna get off into, man, we're gonna talk about Kaepernick.
Yeah.
And the newest distraction been put our way, but I love it because I like the subject because football is a big distraction, and everybody thought as soon as football season came, no, Kaepernick put us right back on that page. So shout out to Colin Kaepernick. That's my view on it.
He's just not a good quarterback. We're gonna let the sirens. We there. Listen, man. It's hood over here. It's hood.
Yeah.
We in the middle of downtown. Somebody just died right now, and they're going to go say it in life.
No bullshit.
Talk to him, Wiz.
Man, we're gonna get it on, and my view on Colin Kaepernick. My view on Colin, is that his name? Colin? Well, anyway, Cap, goddammit. We always say Colin Kaepernick, we don't know that shit, but Kaepernick. Hey, man, in the spirit of our great ancestors, and I always ask myself, what would they think about it? I don't go with what I think. I'd be like, man, what if Ali was watching this and seen Kaepernick do what he do, literally what would he think of it? You know what I'm saying? Or Harriet Tubman. You know what I'm saying? People with no gray area, uncompromised.
That's good insight, man. Good insight.
Yeah.
I feel you on that, man. And I think, do you think that Kaepernick is the right guy for this position?
Oh, revolutionary.
He's absolutely right.
Anyone can cook. Ratatouille ass nigga.
Yeah.
He's absolutely perfect for it.
Okay, why?
Elaborate.
He's perfect for it because he's a young black man in America, and he's an individual thinking, and his mind told him to do it. He didn't need a group around him or no shit like that. He individually thought for himself, and he individually made a move, and that's a role model for children.
I dig that. But this is, you know, at the end of the day, yes, football is a huge distraction in America, but it is our biggest sport at the same time, right? So I'm not a Niner fan, but we do have a Niner fan here, my nigga B-Nut, aka Nut Rages.
Yeah.
Byron, how do you feel about this shit?
As I set up my Snapchat, I want you guys to know, this is not a fan issue. Okay, I appreciate your position saying he's not in position for this. You never have to be in a position for injustice to stand up for injustice. If he feels like that's wrong, that's wrong. I don't give a fuck if he's a gender. If a nigga got somebody looking at him, he can stand up and say, hey, I ain't saying that I ain't cleaning up this man's shit because he white. Whatever the fuck he want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, listen. What if King was a bitch? What if X was weak? Would we follow him? Would he be the nigga for that position? And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's that dude. I don't think he's that dude.
I know
for this position.
Well,
ain't nobody said he was that dude.
Right. But you know what? At one time, Martin Luther King was just as humble as Kaepernick. It was those around him who seen what he had in him and that he was trying, and they protected him and upheaved him and put paper behind him and wrote his speeches for him. Because they knew he had that. He was like a rapper, MC. He had the flow. He had the voice.
Let's talk about reality, because we always talk about if this, if that. Let me talk about reality. Right now, today, Colin Kaepernick 3 years ago was a Super Bowl quarterback, potentially, right? Lost the Super Bowl and then went on a downcline, right? Is this the time for him to even be doing this? Because now he is a second string quarterback behind Blaine Gabbert on a losing team.
And I would say,
Pause. You keep putting the fact that he's speaking out against injustice based on the fact
you
that
think Mike Brown, mama, give a fuck about
based
that?
on his position right now. I mean, I get it because you're taking it to football, like is this gonna help the Niners season? No, nobody give a fuck about that. I think he does not care about that. I don't think he cares
He's
about
like,
that.
boycott the scene. Yeah. Hey,
Wait, Halo got something to say. Jump in here, nigga. Sit down.
hello to cameraman.
No, I'm not.
Slice up this.
Shit, I'm not the biggest Niner fan at all, but I really believe like he don't have nothing to lose. Like he said, he was like sucking. You know what I mean? He probably come back, suck just as bad. So it's like he just probably trying to get some like exposure somehow, some way to his team, or just that money, man. It's all about the money machine. Keep that going.
I don't like it.
You know what I
Let me
say?
just keep it real.
Okay.
If he went 2.5 real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me. I don't like the nigga. Let me tell you what this nigga is to me. This nigga was weak when he came in the league. They shouldn't have traded Alex Smith. You done weaseled your way up to that big contract, and now you want to grow your hair and look and be African on.
Get that money. He had to do what he had to do to get in. Then once you get in, then you can let it flow. That's the way you do it. But I say this: did Colin Kaepernick go to college?
Yeah.
A black man going to college, do you think the only thing that he got to offer is running and jumping? He ain't got shit to say.
Let me tell you something. Colin Kaepernick was adopted by a white family.
He's mixed, right?
God bless him.
He's mixed with black, right? Half black, half white. Was adopted by a white family. Sent him to Utah State, nigga. What? You got here on that white dollar, nigga. Come on now.
They got a high rate.
That don't make
Let me finish my point. Don't be acting like you trying to save the black culture now, nigga. After you done got the fuck you.
Yeah.
You not the nigga for me to follow. A real nigga. You're not that nigga.
It's not about-
I don't want to hear you fucking talk about that shit.
You know what?
Fucking get your
That's true.
starting position first, bro.
That's true. But who do you consider real in football?
Nigga, there's a bunch of real niggas in football.
Let's see them. Let's see their name.
What's my name that just retired?
That Muhammad Ali.
Ray Lewis.
Lynch.
Ray Lewis.
I say
Okay.
Ray Lewis
Little
is
do
a
you
real
know,
nigga.
deep
Okay.
down, deeply
Steve
rooted.
Smith is a
Ray
real
Lewis.
nigga.
Hey, I'ma tell you.
Ray Lewis ain't one of them.
Ray Lewis a real nigga, but deep down, deeply rooted, Ray Lewis a house nigga. He a top house nigga though. He a HNIC.
That
The
nigga from
master.
Baltimore. Help the city rejuvenate the city.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what it is.
He do, but that's off of, he got to talk that talk. Once they let him slide with the murder and brought him on back on in and blessed him with success, he playing it. It's like a Dr. Martin, not Dr. Martin Luther King, but Al Sharpton type of. You gotta watch niggas like that. They talk now, they talk strong. He do preach and put all that there, but that shit, hey man, when the youth get on the front line, the youth are the leaders. Kaepernick, 25, 26, them the leaders. Revolution come through children. The Black Panthers, Huey was 17, 18.
Let me tell you how I feel. I'm not gonna let you lead a culture if you can't even lead your team. I'm sorry. You play a game, you play football, and you can't lead these men right? You gonna lead a whole culture? Get the fuck, you not that
It's
nigga.
not a Kaepernick.
No. I agree. I agree 100% with what you're saying. Like, you don't have any leadership
Not
skills.
that nigga, bro.
I don't really think that it's anything more than a publicity stunt, though. Like, I'm trying to talk past the camera because I'm talking to this nigga. Like,
Get you some airtime.
at any given rate, though, like, I feel you. Like, the nigga ain't gonna do his thing, step aside. But like I said, I don't think this is all of that. It's a publicity stunt because the nigga ain't starting all that
Exactly.
bullshit. He might not feel as important as he's acting like he is. He's taking a pay cut to try to get a pay in advance, hoping that he'll get a motherfucking starting chance to run the ball scared again. That's the only way he was ever in. I'm a Niner fan through and through. I mean, I believe that shit. Don't get me twisted. But I don't respect the nigga off top based on the fact that he bitched out after that. So we gonna get back around this shit, but we can't keep talking football and racial civil rights and shit because the two really don't mix. That's oil and vinegar.
Because they do mix for one reason. Those are black children out there. If you've seen the movie Concussion, they don't give a fuck about you. So you out on the plantation getting your brain knocked out, and when you speak up, the last motherfucker that's gonna ridicule a brother is me. Speak up. Fuck his shit. Hey, what is it, a new thing to only burn nigga jerseys? Huh? I'm watching signs and symbols. Burning nigga jerseys only. I'm watching. Signs and symbols. That's what they do. Ain't no motherfucking cracker got his jersey burnt yet. Burn a white man jersey.
I get you. Like you said, it's a 100% thing. I
understand.
To me, this really ain't even like a whole bunch of news other than the fact that he stood up and said something, right? Okay, boom, that's it. I'm not gonna do
He
this.
didn't even say nothing.
No, that part though. You know what I mean? I don't have to, and I'm not gonna. Fuck it. You know why? Cause y'all full of shit.
But did you
That's
see
basically all this is about, right?
Did y'all see
Is that what
the
it
backup
is?
to
Is that what it is? I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. I ain't seen a whole bunch of this shit.
Now the backup to that, he got the X hat on. They trap him again, right? Ask him about it. He said, hey man, what you talking about? He said Hillary Clinton refers to young brothers as predators, special super predators, which she did.
She did. But Kaepernick didn't say that she said that.
Kaepernick said it. Pull it up. I got it on my Facebook. He said, Hillary referred to brothers, the blacks, as super predators. He said right here, he said she bogus what she been committing regime change, and her emails is missing. Anybody else will be locked up. He said Donald Trump right now on TV every day is an open racist. He said what is America standing for? What you want me to stand for? That's America right now. I don't stand for that. So, boom.
Yeah, man. I feel you, man. It's a dope conversation. Hey, y'all make the decision. How do y'all feel about, Colin Kaepernick? I still don't like the nigga. Weezy feels that he's a revolutionary. Byron wants him to score some touchdowns. You already know what it is, man. It's 2.5, 360, man. We'll be right back. All right, man. You already know what it is. We are back. This is 2.5, 360 with Kenny KT Thomas.
And Weezy the Pig.
Your father.
Hello in the building. Oh, the cameraman right here. I'm kind of blurry because I'm close, but you know what it is.
That's a good shot. Yeah, it's a good shot. Yeah, that's the homie B-Nut right there. And we are here with Pizza Halo, who is dropping, man, how many projects? Is it seventh? Six?
I think it's 6, handful,
Six.
Yeah.
His sixth project, that is Pizza Halo. The new album is called Let Go and Let Me. Let Go and Let Me. Talk to us about it, man.
Let go, let me love you. It was a fucking play on like let go and let God. You know what I mean? It's kind of like taking your destiny in your own hands type shit. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like every day you get up, I know you can pray for this, pray for that, but what are you gonna do to get your step closer to your goal? You know what I mean? So it's just all about me, just being comfortable with myself enough to like make it happen.
Sure. I mean, how many tracks on the album?
It's 18 so far.
18 so far.
Yeah.
You gonna add or take away?
That's what I was thinking. I don't know if I'm gonna add or take away.
How do you feel about the what you got so far?
What I got so far, it's gonna kill every rapper out there, nigga. Like for real. No, it's some like shit that I can't wait to like let go and like get it out there. I want to hear the response, good or bad. You know what I mean? So
I always like to ask rappers this. If you had to grade this album compared to all of them, where do you put this one?
Man, it's my best one.
It's your best one.
for sure. Even better than my past albums. Good Boy was my first album, my debut, I guess. Yeah. And I thought nothing could like top that, so I was like kind of hesitant on making new music and putting it out. I would make new music, but like kind of be hesitant and be like whatever. But I think this is like ready to go, and I think it'd be a good look, just not for me, but the town of Fresno. So.
Okay. Do you ever feel that you are, I guess shackled to your environment? Like East Coast guys gotta sound like East Coast, South guys gotta sound like South.
Yeah.
And Fresno for a long time has been in the middle of the Bay Area in LA, so we kind of struggle with what the Fresno sound is. Do you ever feel like shackled to that?
I don't, because like I spent half of my life in Little Rock and shit like that, so I was just like, just soaking up their culture. It's fucking dope. Like that's my roots and shit. So like, I don't know. I was wondering earlier. We was riding in the car earlier, and I'm riding with B-Nut and fucking Kenny, and I'm like, "You're from New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
And you're from what?
I got Little Rock ties.
Yeah. I'm like, why are we in Fresno? Like, but it's fucking dope that we're all connected. You know what I mean? And that shit happens. So.
I feel like black people, and we struggle with this in comedy especially, but I would imagine all forms of art. But when being from Fresno lowers our dollars for some reason. Why do people feel that if I'm a comic or if I'm a rapper and I'm from Fresno, why does that lower my value?
I think that's more so about you getting what you negotiate. You feel me? You're from Fresno, so you're already, scraping the bottom, so to speak. You're not in a major metropolitan city, so you feel like every chance you can get, everything you can try to, get out the game, you're gonna try to get. You're hungry. So you're taking those jobs that motherfuckers aren't really taking, you know what I mean? So that's actually putting you in that role where you're saying, well, why our paychecks are lower and stuff like that. You're selling yourself short, Fresno. Straight up.
I don't really think Fresno paycheck is low. It's like, in Chicago, I always telling everybody, shit, I've made money off of underground CD if you hustling. But there is no industry in Chicago whatsoever. There is no, niggas is just making CDs, putting it out, the radio charging you to pay it. Ain't nothing free. DJs, you got to pay. It's pay. You got to pay. Everything is pay. And niggas is getting their bread up and they working. So it's the same thing go for Fresno. You can't just say, oh, I'm from Fresno, what does it mean? So Fresno this big, and to some people it's 20 years behind the time. So this that place where you leave and come back.
That's real. I don't know.
I mean, that's how Fash did it.
Hell yeah.
That's how Fash did it.
Yeah.
Fash
perfect example.
was never victim to this area. Fash was in London. Fash was in, the UK. Doing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I looked at those moves, man, and I'm like, that's not bad moves. I wish
It's mandatory.
I wish more artists did that.
It's mandatory. Once again, being from Chicago, our mind is trained, we have to leave. So Chicago niggas everywhere. Your mind, you got to go. Ain't nothing here. Same mind state.
Yeah.
It's about getting my game up. I'm out. I'm finna get out here. You come back here.
Does that make you less Chicago when they do that?
No, it makes you you. Because I want to be a comedian. Chicago, I don't know what the fuck they want.
Yeah, they got the nickname Chirac. It's pimps.
So you let's say 2020 hindsight is perfect. That's what they say. So Weezy blows up, right? Weezy blows up. He gets out of Chicago, goes to California, blows up, right? Do Chicago niggas be like, nigga, you had to leave to whoop-de-whoop, or do they respect it and say, oh, that nigga left, made something of himself?
Think about
Home of the hate. Hey. So I know what they thinking. I'm leaving them. I'm gonna get mine.
Yeah.
That's what they gonna see. See, you got to have something to hate on because you're gonna do it.
Right.
I'm gone.
Okay.
That's the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm gone. I have to go.
Okay.
No, they're gonna get your leg. You got to go.
Got to go.
You got to go.
Hello, how do you, when you approach an album, how do you approach the project? I mean, do you have a plan? Do you know you want to do this type of song, or you just kind of let it go?
Yeah, I just let it go. Just like whatever sounds good at the moment, I'll record that shit. And if it makes a cut at the end of the day, it end up on the album. Or if I have a production beat and it sounds good, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm usually not wrong. I'll be like, yeah, this is gonna be on the album. So it usually ends up on the album. So.
Because you also do your own beats too.
Yeah.
Do your own beats. How do you feel that's different? I mean, do you feel like you have an advantage over other rappers when you custom make your own beats?
Man, it's pros and cons, but I think it's a lot of pros because you can make some beats custom to your shit, your sound, your flow. If you want to switch up your flow, you can like make it all you, and you don't have to send it to some other producer so and so, wait for him to get it back to you so it can sound perfect. So you can do it yourself, you know, just hands on.
All right, man. Top 5 MCs.
Woo! This is for real shit right here. We might need a commercial break.
We wasn't just gonna let you skate by a dope ass.
He said the top 5. You got real shit. Just got
still
real.
some pussy in the rap game. Do you still get pussy for rapping?
We just said the interview ain't over. We just said the interview ain't over. Cut to
He said, "Where the pussy
Is it
at?"
still pussy in the rap game? Back in the day, we used to rap, get the ladies, man. Is that still there? Is that still there?
You know what's so funny about that? I think, yeah, it's everything there. But I was looking at Freaknik videos back in the day, like late 90s and shit like that.
Yeah.
We look like kids compared to that shit. You know, they're fucking.
I am the last Freaknik attendant. They shut it down because of the rapists and the jack boys.
Right there.
Man, you know what though? Hey, I think there's just pussy in being a king, man. These hoes is
That's real.
dying to be led right now.
That's
These
so
hoes
real.
dying to be led right now. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I went Colin Kaepernick for a minute. I was scruffy than a motherfucker. Hoes wasn't digging me at the, you know what I'm saying? I cut it clean and I saw the heads turning. These hoes is trying to be led, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what they like. No matter what.
So it's like potatoes and peas. They need me.
Potatoes and peas. They need meat, nigga.
That's my next question.
That's my pimpin' partner right there, goddamn. Weezy the motherfucking P. And please say the motherfucking P.
Man, you already know what it is. Let's resurface, man. All right, let's do this quick. Halo.
Oh yeah.
Top 5, bro. Give it to
this thing.
Yeah, you got it way.
Top 5 in no order though.
No order.
Yeah, okay, no order. Okay.
Kill me off.
Yeah.
It gotta be who's on there? Busta Rhymes on there. Nas is on there. Eminem is somewhere on there.
Eminem should be number 1.
I wouldn't be Halo. No, Eminem wasn't around. That's 3, right?
Yeah.
You know, Jay Electronica, he gotta be on there.
Whoa. Third.
4th? I mean 5th?
One more.
What am I give it to? Shit, it's somebody I'm gonna forget, but I want to just say Tupac.
Hey.
That was a safe one, but fuck.
That was a safe one. That was safe.
Right, West Coast niggas always, let's say comfort zone.
That's a safe one.
So we got Nas, we got Bus, we got M, Jay Electronica.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that Jay Electronica.
My favorite rapper right now.
I did not see
Still
that.
Outkast, man. That damn 3 Stacks came back nice.
Stacks.
3 Stacks could have got
It's an
back
infinite
home nice.
conversation, man. We don't have time for that. We got Halo in the building, 2.5, 360. You already know what it is.
Yo, hey.
What it do, what it is, and what it will be. 2.5 real, 360. We here. Last segment of the day, man. I like where we was going with this music conversation, man. Weezy, talk about it, bro.
Oh man, I like where it's going right now. Shout out to the Locks, Young Buck, man, Beanie Siegel. A lot of young people, man, they starting to be more. You got to have balls. I got a saying, I say the streets need leaders, not dick eaters. Right now, Kaepernick has took the dick out of his mouth and chosen to be a leader. I support that. Streets need leaders, not dick eaters. So lead, which is a dangerous thing where I'm from. If the police find out that you got any type of smarts about yourself or any type of leadership skills, they will snatch you up and throw you in the penitentiary. It happened to me. All my friends know it. totally innocent, snatched off the street because of my leadership skills and thrown in the penitentiary, and I could not beat it. So that's the power of the devil. So use y'all rap lyrics, because words is everything. That rap shit is powerful. That's why we're on a low vibration right now. Naughty by Nature was the highest vibration hip hop ever had.
I feel like hip hop is king right now, right? Like if you rap, you can get your message out quicker than any other way.
It's been king.
It's been king for a while now, right?
The world was supposed to end in 2000.
Okay. What do you mean?
Yeah, 1999, yeah.
But
I'm saying that.
So how we still here? Wait. So how we still here, nigga? What the fuck did you say?
Just saying. I'm saying. Just imagine you see the rap twisted, sick. Rap has been fucked now. This one is truly disgusting at this point. But during the 90s, and you think that, come 2000, that was the millennium. People didn't know whether the world was gonna still be here. Computers were supposed to crash. Banks, money. Remember they was talking all that?
They said that the computers could not function on the extra digit that would be posed by the year 2000 coming in. Like, motherfucker, you dumb shit. You dumb motherfucker. You didn't put the digit in there like, you thought time was gonna stop after 1999.
Right. They told us this. They prepared us for disaster. So all I'm saying is, imagine all the shit that went on to where you thinking 2000 the world gonna end. Hey man, they didn't do nothing, but when they said the world was gonna end, they meant as we knew it.
Yeah. That's from the Mayans, but that's Aztec history though. You gotta remember what you're talking about right now. Right? You're talking about Nostradamus, you're talking about them predicting the end of the world, right? That's Aztec Mayan technology that they got, okay, from hieroglyphs, telling them that the world's gonna end. That's why they had so many different philosophers talking about this shit, because they had already read it in the scrolls. But the basis of that was not that the ending was gonna end, more so that our way of life was gonna end, right? Another trickery to that whole thing, a little thing I like to call point shaving. Why you think every year we have an hour go up and an hour go down? And every 4 years we add a whole new day to the calendar. Over centuries.
So we all fucked.
They don't know what year it is, nigga. You believe it's 2016?
Do all countries practice this? Like this time thing?
Not all. Actually, Arizona, Alaska, they don't believe in that shit. They don't do that. They don't do it. They don't do it. Other countries don't do it either, but there's also a dam that they use to fill up the speed up and slow down the spinning of the Earth's axis. So they control the time with water.
hold up, man. Give me this.
Let's go to commercial.
I believe it.
I'm not just gonna let these niggas do this. I'm not gonna let these niggas do this. The reason we have an extra day every 4 years.
Google it.
The reason we have an extra day every 4 years is called leap year, right? Because
what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, right. He accepted it though. Why?
Listen, I said why. I'm telling you why. See, this is why they try to put me in that half. Because I'm an educated nigga. Listen, it's called leap year, right?
Okay, yeah.
The Earth axis takes 365 and 1/4 day.
Right.
To fully, right? So every 4 years they average it up and say, hey, we're gonna give ourselves another day. And we're gonna call it February 29th, and we're gonna call it leap year.
I don't believe
daylight savings, right? Two different things. You don't have to believe that.
I don't believe
I'm telling you why. He said, why do we do it? Right.
And the daylight savings.
Daylight savings. The genius Thomas Edison, Benjamin Franklin thought of this.
a thief.
Probably.
I think.
Could have been. See,
I'm
Weezy,
Tom, nigga.
Weezy, listen, y'all. Let me give y'all a little backstory. Weezy is the most militant nigga.
Oh my God. This nigga
I read a lot.
I
read a lot.
If you and P knew, you would have been right there next to that nigga, man.
I read a lot. Hey, look.
Realize.
Before we go, I'm gonna hit y'all on this. India. I got my notes at the house. Dr. Devi, D-E-V-I, over in India. Hey man, I watch world news. I don't just watch American news because I really want to see how much we player hate. We awful. I watch the world news, Japan, Bangladesh, all that shit. Over in India, for $2,000, they're doing heart transplants. The poorest of the poor over there getting heart transplants.
Yeah.
Like no one's left out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It costs $200,000 here. The greatest. People always be like the greatest
You know the value of
football.
life
All
around
this
here. We
shit.
understand the value of life
What?
around here.
They doing it for 2,000.
Because America has gave everything for that dollar bill. And on our bill it says, "In God we trust."
That's God.
We are worshiping this money, right?
You're right.
So we let people do outlandish shit for money, right? Because that's where we at right now, right? But man, we can talk about it forever, man. This is 2.5 Real Niggas. Come join us again, man. We'll be back with another dope ass show with 3 dope ass niggas and possibly another artist. Who knows? 3.5 Real Niggas. I'm Kenny KT Thomas.
I'm Weezilla with the Weez Never flavored ice cream.
The pig got it. The pig got it. Give it up, man. It's your boy Nut Rages. Coming out with a whole new photography thing going on. I got this camera. I'm about to act damage and do it. Thank y'all for coming out. 2.5, 360. We'll see you next time. Give it up for our motherfucking special guest.
Hey, stepfather, Halo.
He said, no, they used to call me Steven, but now they call me Stefan.
Man, you know what I mean? Yeah. Count all your shit when it come out. Thanks for KT.
Absolutely.
P, beating up for all having me, man. This is real shit. Y'all tune in.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
2.5, 360 with Kenny KT Thomas, Weezy the P, and Byron Campbell. We out of cheer. Holla.